Hey everybody, it's Gothic Mayhem, and it is May 2nd, so we are in the Mer-May month, like I said in yesterday's video. I'm going to be trying to make a mermaid every single day and film it for you guys. So I didn't have a lot of time today, so this is just a quick sketch of a mermaid, and by quick sketch I mean 40 minutes. So this is in my sketchbook that I'm trying to fill. And once it's full, I'll probably make a video of like a sketchbook tour. I think that'll be fun. This book is really just kind of like thumbnail ideas and little things that I draw here and there. I take it to class with me and doodle in it, and I just think it's fun. I think it'll be a fun video. So today I went in just with pencil, and then I lined it all with Microns. As you can see, the Micron pens are right next to the sketchbook. So that is what they look like if you haven't been able to really get a good view of them in my other videos. I do use them a lot. Microns are one of my favorite liners. However, there's there's tons of other fine liners that you can use. Just remember that different kinds of ink give off different shades of black, and when I say that, people are like, oh, well, black is just black. And in reality, black has different tones to it and different color bases. You can make blue blacks and green blacks and red blacks, and really, if you find a fine liner that you like, don't switch between two different fine liners in a drawing or in a piece. Whatever you decide, stick with that brand for that artwork. If you really want to see the difference between different fine liners, go ahead and take a thicker fine liner from two different brands and draw like a little scribble of a square next to each other. You'll see the difference in the black, and you'll see what I'm kind of trying to tell you about. So this piece isn't exactly a traditional mermaid. I play around with the way she looks a lot. I start with just a more humanish kind of look at the top, which is how I kind of like my mermaids to look. But it's really when it comes to the bottom half that I kind of play around a lot with. I start with the idea of legs, and then I move on to a tail, and I just couldn't get it to be the way I really wanted it to look. So after playing around, this is when I start to figure out that I really just want her to have legs. Once I get these legs popped in, I decide that I want her to have feet, but maybe fins as well, and I play around with the feet a lot as well. Finally, I come to a conclusion on how I want my feet to look. They've got a human-ish tone to them, but then I add these fins, and I end up taking out the base of the feet. I really think that these look really nice, and if I do eventually make this into a full-blown colored piece, I'm definitely going to leave those feet the way they are. So, since this is a YouTube video, and YouTube doesn't like the human body, I decided to cover all of the quote-unquote inappropriate areas with these little scales. You made it look like she had almost like scale shorts and a scale bra on. Usually, with my characters, I really like to draw anatomy, and I like to draw characters naked. But again, this is a YouTube video, so probably if I make this into a full piece, I would leave the scales off. The last thing I go in and do is the head. And I originally wanted to give her like long wavy hair, but I didn't feel like it fit with the character very well. So I gave her almost like a weird fin on top of her head, and I liked the way it turned out. I use a Micron 03 to start lining. I usually use the Micron 03 when I initially line, and then I go back in with some thicker lines to add a little more dimension to the piece. In most cases, I start with the 03. If there is smaller details, I can usually start with the 005. In this piece, I don't actually use the 005, even though the pen is sitting right there in the video. So I found a way to film from above, sort of. It was really makeshift and kind of ghetto, but I found out now that it really doesn't work, because you can't see anything that I'm doing. At some point I'll get better at filming this stuff. I'll try to figure out how to film a little bit better angles so that you can see what I'm doing with my hands, but at the same time be able to see the finished product all at once. I'm just really bad at filming. Here is when I switch over to my Micron 08, and I'm just going to go around the entire outside of the image with the 08, and a little bit into the image in this case. most of the time with characters like this. I give it kind of more of a comic feel by going over the outside with a larger liner. In this case, I go into the drawing a little bit just to give a little bit of feel to depth. I really liked the way that this turned out, especially since it's just a black and white, like, lined work. And with that, that concludes day 2 of Mer-May. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. If you want to know when I post videos, hit that bell button so that YouTube notifies you. And if you are doing Mer-May, don't forget to send me your stuff either on social media or on YouTube. Thanks, guys!